If you don't know how to detect a lustful man, you could be talking to a man and you might be thinking that he's genuinely interested in you, when in all reality, he just has lust for you. So I'm going to tell you guys how a lustful man operates, how they think, why they do what they do, and how you can detect a lustful man so you avoid him, because lustful men are not to be trusted. One of the main things that a lot of lustful men have in common is they try to move quickly because they have a fantasy about you that they want to fulfill. So the quicker they get to that fantasy, the better it is for them. Lustful men do not prioritize connections or bonds with women. They only prioritize that selfish internal desire that they have for her, that they want to make happen through that fantasy. A lustful man's feelings for you are purely fantasy driven. So he's going to try to get as much out of you as he can before reality comes crashing back in. And this is exactly why a lot of lustful men move quickly. Let's say you're on date 2 or you're on date 3 with this man, and he starts telling you phrases like, I feel like I've known you for so long. I feel like I connect really well with you. I vibe with you like I don't vibe with anybody else. He might even tell you that he loves you. If he says that shit on date 2 or date 3, lustful man, because why is he telling you all these things and he barely even knows you? Love grows over time, and if he's not building a connection with you by actually getting to know you and who you are, it's probably because it's more than likely based on sexual attraction. So he's going to try to get it quick instead of trying to get to know you. Another thing lustful men do is they'll only hit you up when it's a last minute plan, and they don't really plan actual dates out to get to know you, because they're more than likely just trying to see you so they can hook up with you. If he's not actively planning out organized dates, trying to actually see you and making some sort of effort to reach out to you to actually get to know you, more than likely based on lust. If he's in lust, he's not going to ask about your life or bother to know anything about you beyond the physical. But if he's genuinely interested in you, he's going to ask more things about you because he wants to get to know who you are. If he's in lust, he's not going to bother to introduce you to the important people in his life because he doesn't see you as somebody important. He doesn't see you as a priority. But if he sees you as a priority, and if he sees you as somebody important in his life, he's going to introduce you to other important people in his life. And the biggest sign that a man is lustful is he will try to get touchy with you really early on. And this can range from a hug to a little tap on your shoulder, a little tap on your leg, a little pat on your back, anything physical. A lustful man will try to make it as physical as possible, as quick as possible.
Once you realize lustful men lust after literally everything, you see how dangerous that is. You should not be flattered if a lustful man lust after you. That's what they do. They lust after any and everything. They lust after everyone, and that is very dangerous. They have no type and they have no boundaries. They will do anything to fulfill their desires and that lust. Once you realize that you're dealing with a lustful man, you need to make your exit. You need to make sure that you're planning your exit if you're in something serious, and go get checked. But lustful men are one of the most dangerous types of men out there because they will stop at nothing. They get to a point where they will stop at nothing to get what they want. They will always be doing something behind your back, and they will always be trying to fulfill some fantasy or some desire, and it doesn't matter who or what it's with. Be very careful with lustful men.
A lustful man will never be satisfied with a woman. Doesn't matter if you're the most amazing woman on this planet. He will still desire other women because he can't break free from the chains of lustful desire and temptations. Stop trying to fix a man who will never give up this lifestyle. Stop trying to make him see your worth or prove your point of how incredible of a woman you are. Don't you run back to the temptation of trying to fix someone who you never even broke. You have to break free of those chains. That responsibility you think you have to help this person. Because if they are not willing to actually change for you, with you, for the both of you, your future, then that person genuinely does not care about you, nor do they care about themselves. They will spiral down that cycle for the rest of their lives, and it really is unfortunate, but I hope you learn to detach. I hope you learn your self-worth, have some self-respect, create boundaries, unfollow that person, stop putting all of your eggs in one basket for the wrong man.
A tip that I want to say with these men: pay attention to if a man is hypersexual. If a man don't know how to control his sex urges, that's a man that don't have no control. That's a man that have no discipline. And that's a man that won't commit to you, and a man who will fuck other women. You better know it. He got a lust that he ain't even got control yet.
This is a message to all the girlies. If you talking to a dude and he just seems like he can't wait to get you in the bed, like he can't wait, he has no patience for you, and he's like rushing you, don't fall into the trap and give it to him. Because one thing about them dudes that are hypersexual, girl, they'll F an animal to get their shit done. They'll F a dude to get their shit done. And you would never know how they, like, that's such a red flag to me. If you can't wait, if you mentally just like can't do it, like that's all you think about, that's what you live, eat and breathe, you sleep, eat and breathe, like sex, like those are the type of dudes you gotta stay away from, because those are the type that be in the closet and be done bent many dudes over and was the one getting bent and stuff like that. And you would never know, because they're just so, like, they'll act very masculine just because they feel like, oh, wanting a girl is masculine, but no, it's more than being masculine than wanting sex. Like, so if you gotta do it on your line like that, don't talk to him. Leave him alone.
I ain't gonna hold you. Ain't no flag greater than the man who lacks sexual discipline. Because why you want to do it with me and you just met me? And y'all be swearing like, oh, it's not the same for me. We could do that. Y'all can't do that. We could do it on the first date. We could do it with as many women as we want to. And ain't nothing wrong with it. It is different for us. No, it's not different. You're a whore, sir. You out here holding women to a standard that you don't even live on. You act like a little chihuahua. Now, I understand that if you were in high school and you just started exploring that, you would act that way. But as a 30-year-old, 40-year-old man, the older you get, the more, like, I'm looking at you funny, because why you ain't got no self-control? As a grown man, how come you don't even know how to be in the same room with women or people of the opposite sex without sexualizing them? I think that's the biggest red flag. There's going to ever be a man who lacks sexual discipline, because why have not you developed how to relax in the presence of a woman?
A lustful man is dumber than a bag of rocks. They are so in this trap of just being captivated by a woman's body. A lustful man will give up his entire life. He'll end up in this nasty divorce where he loses half of everything because he couldn't exercise self-control. A lustful man will chase after a woman that could not care less about him, sacrificing the relationship with his wife, with his kids. There's married men with families that'll get caught with these secret porn addictions. And the media and the algorithms, they know that there are so many men that are so foolish that it will target you because you're such an easy target to prey on. If I was a man, I would be so offended that people thought I was that dumb that I'll just always click, click, click and fall into this trap of lust and addiction. Whenever men will pay for like girlfriend service on these porn sites, a lot of these porn stars will admit like it's not even them they're talking to. It's people they've hired because they can't talk to every single guy. But men who are stuck in lust are so delusional. They think that this woman who sees you as a paycheck actually cares about you. It's crazy. Like, that's something that I don't think is talked about enough, is that if you fall into the trap of lust, the joke's on you. You're the fool. A lustful man is so easy to target, to take advantage of, to make a profit off of, because they don't exercise self-control. They're captivated by any beautiful woman, and they don't care if she's a terrible person. They don't care if she's going to destroy their life, destroy the home that they've created. Stay away from lustful men.
Lust looks like love until it's time to sacrifice something. Look at lust, I want you. Look at love, I want you. Look at lust, you so beautiful. Look at love, you so beautiful. Look at lust, please give me you. Look at love, please give me you. Look at lust, you gotta give me something to get you good. Cause lust wants you as long as it don't cost you nothing. But love says, I'm willing to go exceedingly and abundantly. I'm willing to sacrifice. If you want to know if people really love you, see what it cost them to be around you. And some of y'all mad that certain situations and certain relationships didn't work out. Baby, why you crying? It ain't your fault they couldn't afford it. The sacrifice was too much. Being in my life meaning certain places you can't go no more, certain people you can't be around no more, certain stuff you can't do no more. Man, you got me out here doing all that. Yep, because I'm worth it. And if I was worth it to you, you would make us. If you're going to be in my life, it requires a sacrifice.
The most demonic men to me has to be lustful men. I'm so sorry. I literally cannot deal with lustful men. Like, if a guy is so lustful that he literally can't see anything past your body, I want nothing to do with it. Like, ill. No emotional intelligence, nothing. Like, just get out. Get out.
Ladies, you want to know what's wrong with a lot of these men in this generation? They're lustful. And their lust takes over their common sense. Because a lot of these men will have the most perfect, beautiful woman at home that will do absolutely anything for them. But these men are literally stalking and obsessing over a woman on social media, sending them messages, sending them comments. And these girls probably look at these messages like, yo, this man is a stalker. And he will persistently keep trying to ruin his family to be with a woman that he does not know. And it's crazy though, because a lot of men don't appreciate what they have until it's gone. And when it's gone, that's when they want to come back crying. And when they do, ladies, block his ass.
A man that's lustful is a man you can't save. He's gonna always look for the newest thing. It's not you, it's him. I had to learn that, because it was like, I always was like, why is he, like, why you can't just have no control? It's within him. He has to be able to know that he is him. He got to be able to stop thinking with his power part and think with his head. Men that are very lustful and go after the newest thing, or always go after something that they just, I don't know, like, it just be kind of weird, because it's like, why is your man like that? Why you don't have no self-discipline? Why you don't have no type of love? You don't love yourself? Them to be the man that go off about what look good and don't know what's not good. Like, everything that look good ain't good. Even salt look like sugar. That's how, like, a lot of guys be getting stuff. They be so quick to just jump and get in it, and they don't even know the girl got something. That's what I'm saying. Like, you just gotta have some type of discipline. A man that's lustful is a man you can't save. That's all I'm gonna say.
I know we grown and all, but like, I am so sick and tired of running into hypersexual people. Like, if all you can talk about is something sexual or doing something sexual with me, I'm sorry, but we're not gonna work out. That is not on my mind 25/8. And honestly, I'm focused on progressing and leveling up in life.
The world would be such a better place if a lot of men just admitted that they're only physically attracted to women and emotionally attracted to their homies. A lot of men will get in front of their homies and degrade and disrespect the woman that they're with while seeking validation from their homies. A lot of men think wanting to conquer a woman's body means that you're attracted to them. And I have some really bad news for you. That's not what that means. That just means that you're physically and sexually attracted to women, but that has nothing to do with you wanting to be with a woman long term. Y'all will literally avoid spending time with a woman, having deep, intimate conversations with a woman, and romancing a woman, and then leave after having sex with her and run to your homies and do that exact thing with your homies. Be fucking for real. Y'all get in these predominantly male spaces, and y'all try to see who is the least connected to the woman that you're with. I mean, come on. I know I'm giving a word. You know what I'm saying? Amen? Amen. And I know this is going to piss y'all off. And I don't care, of course. Y'all know the vibes. But before y'all get mad at me, I really want y'all to sit down and spend some time looking into what I'm saying and see how true it is. And it's okay. Nobody's mad at you. But yeah, the truth shall set you free.
You can tell how far a relationship will go dependent on the lust level. If the lust level is at 1,000 and y'all niggas just met, I'm sorry. That is just going to be a great one night. But if it's really like y'all really caring about each other from the start, I ain't gonna lie. Once y'all hit this sheet, it's up. Because lust is something that really blinds us to really getting to know a person. It just forces you to get to know a person to get to know a person. You feel me? You try to get to know a person in that type of way. But when it's really just y'all caring about each other, it's a whole different vibe. Because once y'all get into the y'all finna be moving like y'all on X videos at sunset. You start hitting moves you ain't never hit before and shit. You getting all types of strength you never had, throwing her up in the air and shit.
Men say they don't like women who are easy. They don't like women who show off their body, blah, blah, blah. No one is easier. Like, truly, the term easy applies 1,000% to men who are looking at every half-naked or naked woman online. You are as easy as it gets. You are easy for an algorithm to target. There is nothing attractive about a man that is easily pulled in and lured away by a beautiful woman, by a half-naked woman, by a woman in a bikini, by a woman in lingerie. A man like that is not attractive. He's not masculine. He's not worth your time. Because again, he's easy. Who wants to be with the guy where any pretty face can get his attention? Any algorithm can hook him and he'll give clicks and views. So as much as so many men say, oh, I hate a woman that's easy. Why are women dressing this way? Why would you reward those women? You're the one that gives them an audience. You're the one that gives them a market. A lustful man is truly, in my opinion, a lustful man is the reason that the corn industry even exists. Because there's such a huge market there. If men stopped rewarding that behavior, I swear that behavior would go down.
Yo, you ever thought you actually really liked somebody and you like really wanted to be with them until you took sex out the equation and realized y'all got nothing in common? That's because you was never really in love with them. You was in lust with them. And I'm about to tell y'all some signs and some ways that you could tell what it really is and what it ain't. Alright, so listen. First off, y'all have no similar interests. Now, when you take sex out the equation, what do you have in common with this person? Do y'all like the same TV shows? Do y'all like the same food? Do y'all like having the same type of people around y'all? Do y'all like doing the same activities? If you answered no to all that, then like, what is you doing? Next, you'll realize that you really don't even enjoy being around this person unless y'all having sex or doing something sexual. Like, everything they do and they say might really start to bug you. After y'all get done having sex, you might not even really want to like be with that person or lay with them or hang out with them. You might just feel like you want that person to leave. And yeah, again, what is you doing? Next, you'll realize that you can't even really communicate with this person. You don't even know their love language for real. You don't know that much about them. Y'all don't know how to have conversation other than when it has to do with sexual stuff. And this one gonna really hit when you may be going through something and you try to go to that person, you don't really get a satisfying response, or maybe they don't care that much about it or don't care to hear it for real, for real. Before you consider being with somebody, make sure that you really get to know that person and who they are and stuff, and see if y'all even have similarities or are compatible, because you might fuck your way into a 2-year relationship and you don't even know this person that you're sleeping with.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm going to say it. A lustful man is a dangerous man. No matter how many times that you sit over here and express your disdain for the actions that he does, he's going to keep on doing it. Because keep in mind, it's not you. You can be the baddest bee in the world, and his eyes will always be on something else. So, with that being said, never take other people's actions and internalize them. That's a reflection of them. It's not a reflection of you. Remember, you are who you think you are, and you are the baddest, regardless if it's him or if it's somebody else. You don't need their validation. You need to validate yourself. So never let a man have that much hold on to you that it makes you not value yourself.
A man capable of controlling his lust is a dangerous man. The strongest man in the room is not the man with the most gains, the most muscles, the most money, the best cars. The strongest man in the room is the man who can control himself sexually. Sexual temptation, sexual desires is every man's biggest challenge. Being able to harness your lustful desires as a man will give you confidence and more respect over any man around you. Knowing how to harness your sexual desires, knowing how to avoid your sexual temptations when it's unnecessary, knowing how to control your lust will give you so much strength as a man. If you're looking to step your game up, comment and follow for more.
Completely okay to leave a man who lusts over other women.
Being in a relationship with a man who has a lust problem is exhausting. It's heartbreaking. It will erode your self-esteem and your sense of self-worth. And there's absolutely nothing that you can do as a woman to make him stop. It doesn't matter how beautiful you are, how captivating you are, how good in bed you are. If you're with a man that has a lust problem, nothing you do is going to change that. And these men, their first line of defense against that is to try to tell you that every man does it and that it's normal behavior. So a lot of you girls, I think, need your TikTok older sister or your TikTok mom to tell you that's BS. Not every man does that, okay? There are men that don't have lust problems, that know how to respect the woman that they're with, and you deserve to be with a man like that. So, yeah, leave him.